let's see here. Let's see who comes on in tonight. What's going on, Jason? Ah, there's Timmy. What's going on? Man, I haven't seen you in a live lately. Thought your wife put you in the carport again. All right, I gotta be nice. Timmy's in here now. Otherwise, Timmy's gonna put me in the carport. He'll lock me in there and leave me. He'll lock me in there for days. I won't be able to get out. Or must one of you guys come get me out. But we're going to talk about some different things here tonight. Some air gun related stuff for the air gunners. And then some new products that I've got some news on. And, or not news, but just stuff that I found that, you know, some of us probably have heard, some of us probably haven't. So we got a list to go over here tonight. So yeah, we got some things to go over tonight that are gonna, like I said, some of them might be boring for some of you, and then some of them might be maybe interesting or whatever. It's gonna be more of like a, not really like a random on kind of live, but more of a different talk. So obviously we got a lot of people in here. We got 15 watching already, 3 likes. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. Supports the channel, and make sure you guys subscribe if you're not already. And if you guys want to put like a super chat in there or something, would appreciate it. It's up to you guys. I'm not begging for people to do it, but it's kind of nice because what it does is it goes back to the channel. But one thing I do want to go over real quick just to get this out of the way. Pinty brand has come out with PCPs. Now, I don't know if they're new to the market or not, but I saw some the other day. I was Googling just, you know, some air guns and stuff, you know, seeing some pricings on some of the different models, and Pinty came up. And I was like, that's kind of weird. But so I clicked on it. And I thought maybe it was like a fake ad. And I was like, yeah, and there's no way. You know, they make scopes and stuff like that. But I'm thinking, wait a minute, are they trying to get into the game now? Or they're trying to, work their way up in level by, selling them? And basically came across and they're like budget friendly. I mean, I don't know anything about them. I've never tested one, never shot one, never seen anybody do a review on them. So I'm kind of thinking maybe Pinty's now starting to get into it where they're wanting to get their name out there. And I'm like, huh. So I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know too much about them, but I know I have their scopes and they work really good. And I was like, for the price point of them, it's pretty reasonable. And I was like, so I don't, like I said, I haven't seen anybody really do a review on them. So I was like, kind of like shocked there for a minute. But they got ones that are like look like the Avenger. They have one that looks like that, the new Avenger, the Venge X. But I was like kind of mind blown because like I said, I have their scopes. Um or I have one of their scopes. But literally they have a bullpup uh 22 caliber at 279.99. Like, I don't get it. And then they have another one that looks like a Air Force, the Air Force Conador or whatever they call it, the other one. Um, and that one's 279. So, but then they also have this one that looks like the Venger, the Venge X, and that one's actually cheaper yet. So, like I said, guys, I was kind of shocked. I was like, wow, never even never even knew that they even came out with them. Like, it makes me wonder if a local company or somebody else makes them. And then you get 80 shots per fill, 3,600 psi in it. Like 36 shots, or 80, sorry, 80 shots per fill. That's like my Avenger 22. I get 80 shots filled, you know, and that's plenty to be out there hunting and stuff. Yeah, I think they do. But for just under $300, like Air Venturi, when they came out with the first generation of the Venger, they were kind of in that budget friendly price. So, kind of thinking Pinty is kind of doing the same, where they're wanting to get their name up there into the air guns. And then once they get to a certain level, then they're going to start like probably making more. This could be more of like just a test run currently, to see how many they sell, if they're, people are going to buy them. But obviously for under $300, that's that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know anything about them. I don't know how good they really are. But the problem is like I haven't seen anybody really do a video. Like, I don't know. I saw one guy, Rick Usler, do he did a live the other day, uh, and he was talking about them, and I was like, So I don't know. California, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking maybe possibility somebody else makes them for them and they just put Pinty on them. But I might have to call Pinty and get some more info on these and see. But I don't know. At SHOT Show, I didn't even really hear anything about them. So you would think at SHOT Show that they would. It's even got the side lever, and it looks like a metal magazine on them. Like, I don't know. The only thing is you get a fill probe, but who cares? I mean, for that price point, a magazine, fill probe, O-rings for a rebuild, 10 pellets in the mag it holds, 225 cc, 3600 psi, 25 MPA, 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 7 ounces. Triggers 3-pound trigger, barrel length 18.1, overall length 37.1. So really, like I said, guys, I'd be kind of curious here to. I don't know if it's regulated. Heck, you guys can even get 13% off right now. Off of the order. And this is on Pinty's website, so to me, that's just crazy. So it's got a dovetail rail, which is, you know, more common. I don't think it's regulated, but you know what? At that price point, guys, that's pretty good. I mean, like even this one looks like the Air Force Condor. Like, but in their form. I think that looks kind of cool too. Let's see this specs on this one. This has got a 350 cc bottle on it. Boy, it's single shot. 120 shots per fill. So I don't know, guys. I like, I'm kind of shocked, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Maybe one of these big guys, like, I can't believe. Okay, guys, I can't believe Rick Ream hasn't done a review on these guns. So usually he's like, I wouldn't say he's like the number one on them. Like when new guns come out, I'm not saying he's always the one that actually does the review, but the thing is, like, maybe he does have them, and he just hasn't released the video yet on YouTube. Could be. I don't know. It's hard to say. So, I don't know. Like I said, guys, I don't know if they're brand new into the market, or if it's more of just a, you know, get their name out there. I mean, their scopes are wonderful. I have one. It's really, really nice scope, you know, and it works. So I should get one and let us know, let you guys know. Yeah, well. That'd be cool. But I don't know, not for really that, it's not really considered, well, for that price point, yeah, it's an excellent deal. But I'm not that big of a fan of going out and getting something brand new and then test it and then find out that it's a hunk of junk. Yeah, Jason. I mean, they're excellent scopes. I would take that if you're gonna shoot within. See, mine's the adjustable objective, 3 to 9 by 40, um, with the mil dots, but it's got the lighted reticle on it. It's got three different stages: blue, red, and green. Um, Lighted reticle. Um, and it's a good little scope for within 80 yards and in, you know. But a lot of air gun, they don't really shoot far. So when you're out hunting squirrels like I do a lot, your max distance is maybe 60 yards tops. I don't really push it out past 60 a lot of times. Most I'm in a nice stable rest, but off of that topic, guys. Um, so now that that's off, we went over that. Let's talk about tactacams. Um, the difference between the 2.0 and the 3.0. Um, I have both 2.0 and the 3.0. I had the 3.0 all summer long. Um, right here, I took it in the thumbnail. Here's the 3.0 from Tactacam. Had it all summer long. This camera has worked flawless. Basically, a lot of people on Facebook on the Tactacam reveal have said the 3.0 is junked. Don't buy it. It's a waste of money. Go with the 2.0. Battery life sucks on it. Photo quality's terrible. Even though it's 4K photo quality. What else they say about it? Oh, the service is terrible. I disagree with all that. Whatever people say about them. My 3.0 has been running. I just pulled it today because I'm done for the year currently at this moment, using them. But my 3.0 was out in the wild or wilderness, whatever you want to call it. That 3.0 has been out since roughly halfway midsummer, all the way through until today. Now, I will agree with battery life on that 3.0. Now, people were saying their batteries were dying in the camera within 1 week. My camera didn't. I was able to at least get a month to a month and a half on it. Now, I have a solar panel for it, so that also helped it. But if I just wanted to run it just off of just plain batteries, I would get a month and a half before I would even have to even worry about it. And one good thing is, guys, it tells you in the app where your battery life's at, and stuff like that. So you don't even have to even worry about walking out towards it every day. We just got pounded with snow, and I didn't even feel like walking out there to even go check it. So that's one great thing about having a cellular game camera. You don't even have to walk out. You just go on your phone, go on the app. Okay, this battery's at, 45%. I better go out and, change them or put that in a plan to get out there eventually that week to swap out the batteries. But 3.0 has been really good. And then the 2.0, which the 2.0 I just got currently last week. This one I got on sale for like 80 bucks out the door. Same features of the 3.0. Now this one was out there for about a week. And this one, you basically have same features, but the difference is this one doesn't have the 4K photo quality. This one has up to 16 gig or 16 whatever quality photos, whatever they're called. But this one is almost the same as the 3.0. Now, for the price point of 80 bucks at Walmart, that's where I bought it from. Very good, very good camera for 80 bucks. Now, you're not going to find it for 80 bucks probably anymore at this current moment. But I couldn't pass it up for $80. The difference is, for everybody that wants to know, Tactacam runs off of 12 AA batteries. So if you're thinking, well, why is it, you know, how many batteries does it run? Well, it runs off of 12 AA batteries. So now the other feature about the 3.0 versus the 2.0, and obviously we're going to do a video on these two actually in person showing the Reveal app and stuff like that. But the antenna on the 2.0 versus the antenna on the 3.0. So the 2.0 doesn't fold down, but the 3.0 does. So basically it's slim all the way for transporting. But if you're out there in the woods, you just flip that up and it automatically will get signal. 3.0 does connect automatically to the best carrier in the area. So for everybody that's wondering, you know, you have, let's say, Verizon phone service like I do. You're not paying Verizon to run these cameras. You're basically paying Tactacam to run the camera. It's $5 a month for 250 photos. That's their starting plan, which is not bad. Just for when I first got my 3.0, that's what I did, was the $5 plan. Just to give it more of like a test run. I didn't want to pay $8 for 600 photos, I believe. And then you got unlimited for $13 a month. But at the beginning, I kept it at $5 a month just to give the 3.0 a test run. Then after that month expired, every 30 days, so 30 days from the date that you got the service, so 30 days from then would be another payment. So I started not running the $5 plan there over the summertime, or during the summer I ran the $5 plan, but then during the fall, September, October, November, I went to the $8 plan. And basically, just because it was more of a hunting season, so I knew I was going to get a lot more photos. I knew I was going to have it over a bait station. So I knew the photos of 250 for $5 would have probably been ranked up within, you know, probably a 2 to 3 week period. So I ended up going to the $8 plan during the fall to just have more photo capabilities. And then one good thing is, if you guys have two Tactacams, you actually get a little bit of a discount on the second one. So let's say you have the $5 plan, starting rate of $5, 250 photos. Your secondary camera will be $450 a month, which is not bad. And then let's say you go to the $8 plan, that one will be $7.50 a month for the secondary camera. But then you got to pay the $8 on the first one. So, you know, you get a little bit of a discount, and then you go unlimited and pay $13 for one camera and $12.50, I believe, is for the secondary camera. And I think next year I'm gonna run the unlimited plan next fall, just so I can have a lot of photos, like especially when you're overlooking a big pile, or you're on a trail. Um, you know, you're gonna get all kinds of animals running, or especially if you use them for trapping, which my plan was, but it's been a crap winter. I don't feel like setting traps out currently with the amount of snow we have. But yeah, so but anyways, guys, we're gonna do a main video on these this week. But like I said, so my little spiel on the 2.0, I love it so far. Tactacam, you call them, they answer right away. There's other brands out there that are junk that we'll keep it in the main video. That's why I was waiting for Dwayne to come in, because he's running Tactacam too, and he would probably be able to back me up on some of that, what I was talking about. All right, now we're open to a chat now. So now that we're off of the Pinty air guns and we're off of the Tactacam, and then the thing I want to talk before we get off tonight is one other thing about something else I want to show you guys. So throw in some comments, guys, into the chat. We'll go ahead and explain, or somebody will probably be able to answer it. If not, I probably will, but I guess since I started talking about Tactacam, I lost people. How many mice am I up to? Take a guess. You'll be shocked. How many did I tell you in your live last time, Jason? I'll see if you were listening. Five? More than that now. Way more than that. Well, I guess I really can't count the one I shot at last night, but I don't know. I guess I can count it. No, way more than that. I shot a triple last night, but that doesn't include the ones that I've shot last week. So right now I'm at like 12 and a half, roughly. If you want to count the one that I wounded, and the sucker went into the cattails, and I wasn't gonna go chase them down just for a little tiny mouse. It's I don't know. It's up to you guys if you want to count it. I mean, to me, I wouldn't really count it, even though I killed it, but it wasn't an instant. So whatever. I mean, I hit it a little higher than I wanted to with atomics, but obviously tonight it's been pretty dead out there. Like, I think I got the numbers pretty well, tamed right now. Which I should go put some seed out, but been too lazy. Yeah, I get it. We'll do it. All right, I'm gonna go put some seed out, maybe. Then I'm afraid if one steps out and alive, I got a plan. Let me get my boots on because we got still about 24 inches of snow out there. Just joking, guys. We got a good, I would say roughly about maybe 7 to 8 inches out there still. If you guys want to know the magic sauce to get mice, right here. That's it. If you guys didn't see it then I don't even know how the heck I'm gonna do this. But we're gonna attempt it. Alright. So that's all I put out. I'll be back, guys. Hopefully I don't get attacked by a little mouse. So if I do, guys, it was nice knowing you guys. So we'll see. All right. Okay. All right, we're back, guys. All right, I'm safe. Let me switch out these. Switch these out. So I can get this one. And then put this one here. Alright. I get this night vision set up. Good old one leaf. Get it focused. Oh man, you can see it. Way over there. All right, we're good. We be good. All right, what I missed? You guys sitting there? You guys sitting there talking that I might not make it. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, I always done too, but I put secret sauce on them from a buddy of mine. So they're sunflower seeds, but there's a little secret sauce into them that's not in, that you don't get them like that from the store. But ever since I started using that, when I used to use just regular black sunflower seeds, I never really did much. I mean, I'd get like one or two here and there. Just this past winter, like I just currently started doing this. Like I used to never do it. Like every once in a great while, I'd be like, oh, mouse, whatever, you know. But when I bought a small little bag of black sunflower seeds, they, like, it would be like one here would come in and get it, and then they would leave, never come back. But thanks to my one buddy that actually put some secret sauce on them, they can't resist it. Like, I wish, the only thing is, I wish these tactacam cell cams would actually pick up those mice. Like, because I know a lot of you are not gonna believe it, but at one single time, 2 nights ago, I was on the phone with a buddy of mine, and I scanned out there, and there was 4 deer mice on it. And I was like, whoa. So I wish the tactacam would pick up mice. I mean, it picks up squirrels and rabbits, but it don't pick up anything that small. I mean, it'll pick up birds, but then again, I don't feel like setting the camera to be so low down to the ground that it's just gonna be like a waste. I have a lot of, well, 3 cell cams. I have a lot. Oh, there's Dwayne. Turn the sensitivity down. Hey, Dwayne, you like this battle? As I made a mess, hang on. You like this little battle? You like this battle? No, Dwayne, I was just talking. I don't know if you just came in at the moment, but I was talking that 2.0 I had running for, well, that night I talked to you, and then so it's been out for roughly over a week now, and I pulled it today, just because I'm done for the year. Like, I got photos, I got what I needed to get, and so there's no sense in continue to run them. Like, and then I gotta deal with the bugs in the summer and stuff like that. Ants getting in them, so I'll probably put them out maybe midsummer again, but I know you told me to put them out in the spring over a salt block, which I still might put one out, but Dwayne, you want to buy that stealth cam off me? I know you want it. I know you want it. It's calling your name over there. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. But like I said, currently at this moment, I'm like, don't really need to run them. Like, obviously deer season's rolled out, and with this warmer weather, I was getting a lot of like small game animals and rabbits and coons and obviously deer, but I don't know. That's why I kind of ended my season with their plan, because there's no sense of running them. Like the 3.0 I said earlier in tonight's live was out basically, I don't know, middle of summer all the way up until today. And, I switched it, or, pulled it today, pulled both of them today. So took the batteries out of the trays so they don't explode in them. But the thing I don't like, Dwayne, that so far, I'm gonna do a main video. Like I said, I don't know how far you were in, but I kind of like the 3.0. Now, I like the 2.0 a little bit better, but I like the 3.0. The 10 on the 2.0, I don't like that it can't fold down. Now I can go like this, but that takes up a lot of space. Where the 3.0, I like that feature right there. So when I'm storing them away downstairs for the summer, I feel like that's a better design, but whatever. I mean, I could probably make a bracket for the 2.0, something that can secure it or just take it off. And put that little yellow piece over the antenna screw. I have enough. Well, I know that Stealth Cam wants you. It wants you to go put it out there by the golf course. Or go put it out on your bait station for coyotes. Maybe the coyotes can find something to do with it. The coyotes would love it. You'd probably catch more coyotes. Salt block? No one's putting the salt block out. All right, you Michiganders, are you ready for this weather coming up this week? Oh man, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be like a spring week out there. I am so ready for this weather this week. Like, just to be able to be outside more. And what's going on, Dan? Man, those dogs bark every night back there. I wonder if they're coon hunting. Does anybody know if coons are in season still in Michigan? I know I got 2 of you in here. They're from Michigan. Cause like for the last week now, that's all I've been hearing is these dogs like barking, and they sound like they're getting closer, but like we got a south wind tonight, so the wind's blowing up here, but even with a north wind, I can still hear them, and it sounds like they're getting closer, and they're gone. So I don't know if somebody's running dogs for coons or maybe coyotes. I don't know. Not here. It's gonna reach 40s here. It's gonna reach good old 40 up here, or down here, or yeah, down here compared to you, Timmy. Tomorrow's gonna be beautiful, but the thing I don't like about it with this warm weather we're having coming, I don't like how some days are gonna be windy. I don't like that, because I do plan on getting out sometime this week to go squirrel hunting. So I don't know. What do you mean, Jason? Your new toy. What is it? Give us a hint. Snowing there right now? Yeah, it ain't snowing here. It's warm out. Otherwise, guys, I probably wouldn't be in a sweatshirt and a fleece over it if it was cold. What'd you get, Jason? Come on. Oh, the Pinty one. I need to hook up with FX guys to see if I can review a FX airgun. But I don't think they're gonna respond. Hey Jason, me and Joe been talking a lot lately. He's a really, really cool guy. Like, very, very cool guy. Me and him been going back and forth all week. Not like I wouldn't say back and forth all week, but he's a really, really understandable guy, and he was mad about those pellets. Like, he was brewing over it. Like, I was like, that night, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man, that happened to you." And I'm like, I said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "It's not your fault." I said, he's like, "Yeah, but it makes us look bad." And I'm like, "I get it, but he's like the sweetest dude to talk to. Like, and then he's telling me about this and that, and kind of some funny personal things, and I started laughing. But yeah, he's a sweet dude. Like, and people like that, just to talk to, are the bomb. Like, that are understandable, and you know they actually sit there and listen, and he wants to fix the issue with Midway. And he even told me, he said, if they don't want to, how do you put it, they don't want to work something, he said, if they don't want to work to package the pellets better, then they're not even gonna send him to him. Like, if you get what I'm saying. But like, he was he was apologizing major, and I'm like, "Joe, it's all fine, man." Like, I said, now I know better. Like, and the problem is, when I made that video, guys, like, it's not just, I'm not blaming JSB on this at all. But what I'm doing is, I'm putting it out there to actually show people, do not buy from Midway. And even Joe told me, he said, don't even do it. Don't even buy from Midway. Buy from the main dealers, Utah Air Guns, Pyramid Air, Air Gun Depot, which are Pyramid Air and Air Gun Depot are basically the same. Talon Tunes, the Pellet Shop, what else? The bigger companies. Like, don't buy off of some random, I wouldn't say Midway's a small business, but Midway is more known for, um, you know, regular ammo, not pellets. So I'm done with Midway now that I learned how they do it. Nope. Even if you guys can save money from Midway, yeah. Even if their pellets are cheaper than everywhere else, don't even do it. Save a few extra bucks and buy it from a main company. Yep. I won't even do it. Not from Midway. No way. Like, after that, I mean, I feel bad because I got them from King Break Barrel, but it's like, I even told him, and he's like, because I sent him a picture right away off camera before I even made the video. And I'm like, dude, I was kind of like doubting him at first, where I was like, dude, please tell me you didn't send him out like this. Like, and he was mad. And I was like, okay, well, it wasn't him. So, because King Breakbro said he was going to send me pellets. But, so I thought at first, I'm like, wait a minute. Did these come from him? Or then I realized when I sent him the photo and he said, screw Midway. And I'm like, okay, yep. Like, even though it said on the box from Midway USA, but I was like, wait a minute. I was confused. Like, I was thinking in the back of my mind, like, did King Break Barrel send him like this? Like, but then it didn't add up, right? And I was like, no way. Like, because it didn't come from New York. It came directly from Midway USA. And I'm like, yep, nope, that wasn't from him. So if King is in here, it's not his fault. Air Guns of Arizona. Yeah, they're another good one. All right, guys, I gotta step out the door for 1 minute and scan out there. I need to get me a thermal, so I can just sit here and be like, yep, there's a mouse, click, get on the gun. Pew. Yeah, thanks, Jason. I do appreciate it. Like, yeah, Dwayne, I know they're nice, but they're expensive. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta scan out there real quick. Hang on. No mices. You were 3.5 miles from there? Dang. Hang on. My nose is running, guys. It's not even that cold. It's above freezing right now. My nose is running. It's actually colder in the garage. Dwayne, are you going to run your cameras all summer long? Or are you going to pull them? Sure sounds like you met a lot of them. half of them, 7. Yeah, I'll probably end up putting maybe one of them back out. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in April. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to run both of them at one time because there's no sense in running 3 of them back there. Thinking maybe running one here and then maybe one at one of my permission properties. Because this one property's got a lot of like nuisance animals on it, which the landowner actually buys a permit for damage stuff. So in the summertime, I like to put one over there. He texted me today. So he said he'll see what happens in the spring if he's got to get another damage permit for nuisance animals. And if he does, then I'm gonna put one of them out there. All right, Pest Hunter. Have a great night. Have a great week. Stay safe and get out there and go get some mice. Okay, guys, I just realized something here. Actually, there's a lot more of a difference between the 2.0 and the 3.0 by just looking at them. Like, so, wow, my antenna's a little loose. It's probably not good. Really? Okay, tactacam, I'm liking you guys, but antenna don't wanna. All right, there. So there's a major difference. So the 2.0's got more of a circle thing here, cover over the lens, which it doesn't matter, but obviously the 3.0, it's got the square around it. And then the I don't even know what the heck they call these things in here, but in there and there. But there's a difference between them too, I can see by just looking. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to hold both up at time here, but you guys can see a little bit of a slight difference between them. Oh, okay. Wide view. Yeah. Okay, now I know. I'll have to add that in the main review. That's kind of cool. That's a cool feature of them. Uh-oh. AGEX'S Outdoors is in here. Uh-oh. I better run. The fox is gonna come after me. Can't believe Colin's not in here. I mean, he's out doing things. Cliff, are you sitting down eating again like you do in everybody else's life? That balloon's gotta go. Oh, we got 7 people in here still. Oh boy, man. You guys gonna sit here and watch me do twirls? Watch me do twirls. Do some spinnings. How was your weekend, Cliff? All right, we could probably put these up for now. Man, I don't like that. Jeez. That bugged me. Yeah, no, I don't like where that's at. Screw that. Come on, Cliff. I know you're in there. You just don't want to answer. Because he knows I'm right. He's sitting there eating. Or he's watching somebody else's live or whatever he's doing. Man, it is just beautiful out. I'm kind of glad we don't have the bull crappers in here tonight. That I actually sit there and say, "Oh, look at your hat, blah blah, this that. Oh, where'd you get that from?" It's like sitting there watching TikTok all over again, like. Especially like all the girls on TikTok now. Oh, where's this from? Oh, where'd you buy that? It's like, okay then, cool, like, nobody cares, like, I'm like, for a minute there, I thought TikTok was turning into YouTube. I was like, so I was like, man, no, where's your hat from? Oh, where's your shirt from? Like, that's how these people are on TikTok. They sit there and say that, and it's like from a store. Like, I don't know. I will say this, TikTok is known for one thing and one thing only. Some of the girls on TikTok are not bad looking. I'll say that. Like, now, a lot of them are really, really young that are on there. That should probably, their parents should probably be like checking what they're doing on TikTok. Um, but then there's some people on there that are old or older than like mid teens. Like I see probably 12 year olds, 14-year olds, 16-year olds sitting there like doing things. I'm not going to say it on live, but things that like adults would do, if you guys get what I'm saying. Like, and I'm like, and these people are making money off of this. It's like, okay. It's either there. These parents just don't even care anymore about what their daughters do and their sons do. And I mean, it's more like the daughters do these stupid things on there, and it's like, I don't know. I'm just at that age now where it's like that's disgusting. Like you shouldn't be doing it at that age. Like just stupid things. Like I don't know. Like there's one girl in my that's from Michigan, and she's only about roughly 2 towns north of me, and she's got like 4 point something million uh, subscribers or whatever you want to call them. And you know what, guys? What she got famous off of is bullshit crap. Like stuff that she shouldn't even done. Like just off of stupid things that a sophomore in high school or whatever she is. She's in high school. I know what high school she goes to because she posts a lot about it. But not like I really care, but I just so happened to see the one video from her, and they had the St. Clair River in the background. So I know that that's the school she's going to, but she literally got famous off of one little video, which I get it, one video, but her doing a, what the heck was it? Some stupid like challenge. And I'm like, thinking in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, well, you ain't gonna live long. Like, you're probably not even gonna make it through your 20s. What you just did. So, That's all I gotta say. Then, what I want to talk about right now on my list, and I'll save that for a video, but so a lot of you might freak out. A lot of you might say, that's overkill. A lot of you might say, don't even do it. Like, it ain't even worth it. Like, just shut up about it. So today I was messing around with Ava 2.0, and it was kind of nice out today. So I was like, screw it, didn't feel like getting up to go hunting. But later this week I do plan on going. But the cheap Walmart pellets from Crosman Premier Hollow Points, I was messing around today, shooting them at about 970 to 980 feet per second, which for a 14 grain pellet, that's like screaming. And they were laser beams. Now, that's kind of hot for a 14 grain projectile. But they are actually, no joke, guys, a little bit flatter. Now, I'm going to test them more this week. So far, I found them to be a little bit flatter than a 1813, a 1589, and also a, now you guys might call me bull crap on this one, but so far than a slug. Now, that doesn't mean that they are more flatter trajectory than a slug, but so far from my test, they are. So now I might get some hate on that one, but like I said, gonna be messing around more this week on that to figure out if it is flatter. Oh, there's King. Now, what I meant by slug is not javelins and not Nelsons and H&N and Zan and all them. Now, I don't have all them to really test out, but so far, what I found is with the slugs that I have, I'm gonna put them to a test to see if the 14.3 cheap $6 pellet of 500 can compete with a slug trajectory. King, I talked to Joe over there at Predator, and he said that's uncalled for from Midway. So, close that up just for a minute because the neighbor's driving out. I could hear his side by side again. Kind of late in here, King. Are you at work? So I'll explain it to you guys right now for a little hint here. So JSB 1589s. Now the hammer spring is set at the same between the 14.3 CPHs versus the 15.89. So that's not changing. So far at 50 yards, dialing up on the top turret. At 50 yards, the Crosman are 0.5 clicks of elevation at 50 yards. The 15.89 JSB dome are 1.5 clicks of elevation. Now, the 15.89 are shooting right now at the moment at 890 to 900 feet per second, which I'm going to turn that down. I feel like the 15.89s don't need to be shot that hot. Like, I mean, that's screaming for them. They're a lighter grain pellet. Same thing with the Crosman. I think I could turn that down a little bit. But a while back, I did end up shooting the Crosman Premiers at 950 feet per second, which that was screaming. But the trajectory was flat on them. Like anywhere from 10 all the way out to 50 was just, I mean, I wouldn't say flat as like a center fire round, but flat enough where there wasn't very much, movement from up and down, just a very slight change. Now, a lot of you might say, well, there's no way that it could be that flat, but I know it's not that flat, but for a 15.89 versus a 14.3, the 14 grain are lighter, so they actually do shoot a slight flatter trajectory than the 15.89s. Now, like I said, between the two, we're going to test it out more. Now, this is off of just today's test. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to find it out real soon here, probably this week if I get some time to really test it out. Just because we're going to have warm weather, so it'll be the week to actually really get this done, figure it out, and move on. Now I probably got your guys' heads spinning right now. You guys are probably like, what is he talking about? Like, what's he going over? Like, we're all sitting here twirling our thumbs around looking like... And obviously, guys, those atomics, 15.89s, been kind of messing with them too. So this is my notebook here that I've been kind of going over. And every time I shoot and I find a different tune or something, or I'm like, man, that's kind of cool that, at this distance, it's this amount of hold, at that distance, so it's like a different tuning kind of thing. And us air gunners all have tunes. If I can find it here. feel like I missed them. No, that's CPHs. Aha, here they are. So the atomics, which are 15.89, which are actually 18.13, but they're cut down to a 15.89 just because of the head of them. Sorry guys, I'm burping. Those pellets, which a lot of you probably don't know, but the atomic pellet is a great pellet for hunting. But the BC, they got no BC on them. Now, they just, for 50 yards and in, they're a great pellet. Now, everything they hit hard. But when you got no BC on them at longer distance, that's terrible. Like, I've shot them out there at 80 yards the other day, and they start out straight coming out of the barrel. I could watch them through my scope, through slow-mo, through my side shot, and I can watch them coming out straight in line with the reticle. Once I get out to 50, boom, they're still on the reticle. 60 yards, they're starting to kind of come off a little bit. And then at 80 yards, they're really starting to just like fall off, where they're starting to kind of go like that, and they just destabilize. So I would keep the atomics, and that was at 904 feet per second, which I shot them as low as 870, 860, 850, 890, 895, 900. Like I tuned up the gun at different settings to see if maybe I could get that to be flat or straight out to even 80 yards. And nope, whatever I did, they just didn't like it. Like, I even tried it out of the gauntlet at 800 feet per second, and they still did it. So the atomic pellet is only good for like 50 yards and in. I mean, they hit hard, and when they do, they expand like this. Now, I captured this out of a squirrel, and they flattened down to nothing. That's the atomic right here. Captured it out of a squirrel, vital area shot. It went in behind the front shoulder at 50 yards, didn't even pass through it. Now I cleaned the pellet up for video purposes. That YouTube, I'm waiting for YouTube to monetize it, but they're taking their good old time on that one. But the atomic pellet is a great pellet for close range. But you guys saw, if you guys didn't see it, but shot a pest bird with them on a short, and it basically blew that bird into pieces. Like, now, for that pellet to dump all of its energy, which that's great news, for a pellet to dump all, like, the standard dome pellet is like a FMJ pellet, or like a bullet. FMJ is made to just go through something and keep going. Doesn't expand, just keeps zipping. And versus something like the atomic or a slug or expanding bullet pellet, where they're made to hit, expand, and a possibility of not exiting. So Oh yeah, they're basically the Haiti, just in FX form. Yep. Oh yeah, that's exactly what you want. I mean, it's same thing with squirrels, rabbits. You want that projectile to hit with authority, but not only authority, but you want it to dump it all right there on impact, expand, and no pass through. Now, when you shoot a dome pellet at a squirrel, like I've done many times in my life, that pellet zips right through, and if you don't hit vitals at all or a head, you get runoffs. So it's, to me, I mean, rather have a pellet that dumps all of its energy on impact into the vitals or the head than have a pin size hole as an exit or as an entrance and a possibility of another pin size hole, maybe a slight bigger hole, maybe like a kidney bean hole or smaller on the exit. I've shot many squirrels with a dome pellet and basically trailed them, and they go to a tree, climb up it. The next day on camera, they're back in the same exact area, live as can be, um, and moving. So now, don't call me a bad shot. A lot of these were, you know, a slight pellet drift where the shot wasn't good as I thought. But if that was a slug or like the atomics where they dump all of its energy on impact, those squirrels probably would have never made it back up the tree or ran and then back up a tree. They they would have been probably within 5 yards, give or take, um, and able to take a back up on them. So that's why I'm kind of figuring the atomics are good for hunting within like 50 yards and in, which a lot of squirrel hunting is within 50 yards and in. Um, Once you get past 50 yards, it's hard enough. Now, this time of the year, it's hard to even get within 50 yards. Um, or unless you are lucky and that squirrel's dumb as a rock. Like I was watching a video tonight, a YouTuber. He's down south. I think he's in Georgia or something, and he's walking down this 2-track. Squirrel about 5 yards away, 10 yards away, and the squirrel's just sitting there eating a nut. And I'm like, really? Like, I can't even do that up here right now, currently at the moment. Like, see a squirrel, you think you're gonna walk towards it? Yeah, good luck. I mean, it's definitely a challenge. I mean, but same exact time, it's like, geez Louise, can't even can't even get close enough to them. Yep. Well, yeah, like I was saying, I mean, up here in Michigan, our season's still going, but a lot of these properties that I go to, they're running and they hide. Like they don't even let you even get close to them. Like I mean, it's been rough last few trips out. Like here I am thinking, oh yeah, I'm probably get a few. And it's like nothing, and so maybe this week, maybe it'll be different with the warmer temps. I'm hoping with the temps in the 40s, maybe they'll come back out. Yeah, I mean they're wild animals. I get it. Like they gotta survive. They gotta be smart. But the same exact time, it's like all the years of me hunting squirrels, even deer hunting. Deer get harder midwinter, uh, or mid-season. Um, get harder to find. Same thing with squirrels. Like right now, that's it's getting hard to even walk because there's no leaves on the trees. Um, the woods is like wide open. You could see a good 100 yards plus in the woods up here, um, give or take. Um, you know, so if I could see all the way through the woods, a good, 75, 80 yards away, those squirrels could see me in the tree from way up in the top of the tree, and they can see me walking. It makes it tough. I mean, I still get blackbirds here in the summertime, but after a while, they kind of do the same too here, where they kind of move on. Yeah, I mean, ground blind. I actually have a spot lined up for this week that I'm gonna go back to. That I know if I could sit in there, then we'll be golden. I don't even have to move. It'll be perfect too because I'll be able to sit in there and be lazy. Won't have to walk. Won't have to, you know, bring 5 pounds of snacks according to Timmy in the woods. Sit there and wait for him. Something's making popping noise over here. Hang on, guys. It ain't good. I don't know what the heck that was, but okay. Alright, hang on, guys. Let's see if there's a mouse out there. come out and play tonight. I guess I scared them all. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing this week, guys. Just getting back out. It's not just me, guys. A lot of people I've been talking to that squirrel hunt, but their seasons are still open. A lot of people are having the same exact issue that I'm having right now. Like, it's just that time of the year where a lot of pressure's been going. They've seen all kinds of hunting between deer hunters to coyote hunters to, you know, everything. So, you know, you would think right now that they would be used to people being in the woods, but I guess not. Like, and up here, there's a lot of squirrel hunters in the state of Michigan. Like, it's actually pretty popular up here. So, there's quite a bit. Thing is, our season goes all the way, well, for another month here. So, goes until the end of March. But, I mean, if we get weather like we're going to have this week, then I won't mind going back out. But I was kind of thinking about hanging it up last week with the cold weather and just not having much luck. But then I saw for the next 2 weeks up here, it's going to be like high 30s, high 40s. So I think I'm going to go back out again, but I don't think I'm going to really hunt that hard. Like, I think I'm just going to hunt easy, sit in a blind, you know, that kind of stuff. Not really putting full effort into it. Just more of like relaxing, listen to nature, kind of hunting. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes and I'm going to hang it up for tonight. You have to get there before 45 minutes. Yeah, I mean, the problem is it's a hit and miss. Like, I don't know. Maybe this week we'll get out bright and early. I know last year I was hunting a lot, but But yeah, we'll get out again this week, guys. No doubt. There'll be a video coming up this week, guaranteed, of either shooting squirrels or I know there's a lot of pine squirrels back there that we can go eradicate. Um, those are pretty dumb. You can literally walk up about 10 yards away, 15, 20 yards away from them and pretty much eliminate them all. Like, there's one real big fox squirrel, and this son of a gun is like a football, and he's been on camera between the cell cams versus the old-fashioned check the card cams, in multiple areas around this property. Like, I've had him up by the house on camera. I've had him all the way to the very, very back of the woods. I've had him by the garden for 3 straight days in a row, then stopped going there. And I had him up here by where the mice are at. Had him on camera over there one time on a cell cam, just recent. And then I had him today in a spot where I do plan on going this week too. And he just was there today. So like, he's making his rounds. I don't know if it's a female or if it's a male, but that squirrel rut, guys, I don't know. It seems like it's, I don't know, maybe in March. I don't know if it's over, if it's even started, if it's, who knows? Like, I've been out multiple times, more than multiple, but almost every week I go out. And guys, I feel bad, but there's like no squirrel hunting videos on this channel in a long time. But it's like I've been going out and just haven't been seeing them. And then we got pounded with this big snowstorm up here. And it's like, I don't even feel like even walking through it. Like, and the problem is, when you go out and you don't see anything, you get to that point where you get like, yep, nope, forget this, I'm done. Or you get to the point where, you just don't want to do it anymore. So I'm going to try this week to go after that big fox squirrel. But that son of a gun is massive. Indiana air guns, what's going on? So I'm pretty much to the point of going after that one this week. I mean, he's basically the size of a football. I mean, to me, he don't even look like a squirrel. Like, and he's been hanging around here. Like, he doesn't leave this area, like this property, like that I'm aware of. Now, he probably does, but he makes his rounds. So he'll start out in the woods way back there. He'll work his way to my one area. I'll get him on photo there first thing in the morning. And then he'll end up coming up towards the house about mid-morning. I'll get him there on photo. Then, he kind of does like a loop. So it sounds like he's kind of living in this area. Like, he knows that it's kind of safe enough for him. But I almost had an opportunity at him today, right out this back door. But the the background wasn't safe to shoot. So now I was gonna shoot a pellet, but you guys get what I'm saying. The backdrop wasn't a safe area. So I always I always think about that before I shoot. Always think about the background, what's behind your target, you know, stuff like that. So that's I could have, but I was thinking safety first. Otherwise, I probably would have had them tonight. Now watch, I'll go out this week and that sun we're gonna won't even come out. Just be my luck. The way my time has been out most recent for squirrels, even though I have them on camera, I go out at that exact time or roughly get in there about an hour to a half hour before they're up on camera. They don't even show up. Yep. Even though it's an air gun, Indiana air guns, I don't shoot. Like, my neighbor was outside today, and nope. I, as bad as I wanted to, but I didn't. Because I was like, nope, not tempting this shot at all. Like, I don't care if my gun's dead on, but all it takes is a blitz second of something to go wrong, or you move when you shoot and you miss. Nope, sorry, not gonna. But we'll get them this week. Now back there where I plan on going is safe. Back there is totally safe. In the area that I plan on getting to, where if I'm thinking of going where I was thinking, it's going to be no more than probably a 30 to a 50-yard shot. I scoped it out today, and I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be between like a 30 close range to a 50 yards, which my guns can do it. Yeah, safety is always first, guys. I don't care, if you're shooting air guns or anything else. Always look behind what you're shooting at. Even my targets back here that I shoot at, the paper, the gongs, anything. I always look behind them. Set up in a safe area. If I'm shooting a video for you guys, it's in a safe area. I know nothing's back there. I scan beforehand, make sure nobody's back, make sure no animals like our dog or anybody in my family's back there. The neighbor next door, even though he doesn't walk in our backwoods. But like I said, the area where he was at today versus where the neighbor was driving, that is a no-go shot in my eyes. That is not a good shot at all. Like I said, it could have, I could have been off by an inch, you know. And the thing is, like, that's why I never took it. And that squirrel lived on. Like, another day is gonna come where, you know, obviously I'm not just targeting that squirrel, let alone, but it just goes in general. Your target shooting, always look behind your target. You're hunting, always look behind your target. So I always treat it as that. I'm not that type of person that's gonna just be sending rounds off for nothing. Like, especially slugs. For you air gunners that are shooting slugs, those things travel flat, but they also travel a lot farther than a pellet. What do you mean about a gamma target? Oh, you're talking about that. The steel target thing that I used to shoot downstairs. That was I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's a good one if you're using that putty. But the problem is, you know, it was kind of heavy. If that's the one that oh, the little green one, yeah, that's good and everything. But when you get up to like 22 PCPs, 25, 30, 35, you know, stuff like that, I wouldn't even bother shooting into that, to be honest with that. Like, I mean, it worked for the little pump-domatic guns, but I wouldn't even shoot the modern air guns these days. I mean, the brake barrels, it would work good in that, but because the brake barrels only put out roughly about, I don't know, 15 to maybe 20 foot-pounds of energy, give or take, which obviously I'm not bashing brake barrels, but with, you know, a proper shot on a small game animal, they could do it. Oh yeah. If I wouldn't shoot BBs at it. I did. If you don't know what BBs do, when you hit something hard like that, they bounce back. So if you plan on shooting pellets in a 177 little pump master, because they do shoot 177 caliber pellets, they'll do good. They'll do fine. I wouldn't shoot BBs at it though. No way. I did it multiple times with a buddy of mine back in the old days. If you guys go way back beyond, you watch when I first started the channel up, me and my one buddy used to do a lot of stuff down in the basement, and my basement and his. Yeah, don't shoot BBs at them. Like, or unless you're outside. Now, if you're outside shooting it, like 10 yards, 20, I would, well, outside at 10 yards, give or take, that's up to you. But don't take my word for it. But outside with BBs, you could do it. But inside with BBs, yeah, no. I would totally pass on BBs. I remember taking that trap with my first PCP air gun, which was the Diana Stormrider. I took that, set it out that door right here at 20 or 10 yards. Shot my first 22 PCP pellet at it. And funny thing is, now that you bring that up, Indiana air guns, one of the pieces in the middle that's the little square piece is actually out there on my range right now. I just hung it up today. Now, I don't have the little tiny circles. I don't remember the size of the circles. I'll have to go back and watch that video. But I have the little tiny square out there right now at 60 yards. And I was smacking it today with Ava 2.0. I mean, they're fun, but you hit something hard like that, they bounce. They don't, or must you actually have like gel or putty where the BBs will go and they'll hit it and they'll stick. But if you hit something hard with a BB, what it'll do is it'll bounce back. Yeah, I'll have to show it in a video. I don't have the whole box anymore, but I do have, like I said, the little square. I was going through my airgun stuff the other day because I was bored. And I was like, I remember where this came from. Cardboard. Yeah. I mean, if you plan on, that could be the other option you could do, Indiana. Put a little piece of cardboard on the inside of it. So if you do shoot BBs and you miss those little spinner things, the BB will probably penetrate the cardboard, and if it don't penetrate it, it'll hit the cardboard and it won't bounce back. Now the more I'm thinking about that, that's probably what I should have done. Yeah, I mean, that was my first PCP. I actually still have that gun. But shockingly, guys, that gun's been sitting down in my gun safe. Well, I brought it out, I don't know, a couple months ago or a few months ago, to shoot it. And I aired it up. And before I aired it up, I changed the bolt on it because I broke the bolt handle on it. And basically, all it was a little screw in bolt handle. And the thing was so cheapy made that after a while it just broke, and it broke at the threading into it. So the main handle broke off, but the threads were still stuck in the bolt. And I was like, man. So I contacted Diana way back then, and they sent me a whole new bolt. And I was like, that's cool, but no instructions. I'm like, so I sat on it for the longest time, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. And then I got into the Avengers, and I was like, yeah, screw it, blah blah. Avengers better, blah blah. So I sat on it still, and then finally I contacted Diana. They ended up sending me a video, or somebody sent me a video how to remove the bolt on the gun to replace the whole system. And I was like, okay, well, time to get this gun back out. It's been sitting downstairs still at a half tank of air, and it's still holding air. Like, I bet you I pull that gun out tomorrow and go shoot it, which it's not going to be sighted in, but it's still shoot. No problem, Indiana. I mean, BBs are fun to shoot, but they gotta be careful too. I mean, I wouldn't say they're deadly, but they still could be dangerous in my eyes. Like, I, it's been rough. Like I said, I want to put it to a use, but like I said, it's been it's been a rough year or last couple months now. Like I said, I plan on getting out this week. Like I said, to go put it to a use, but ever since I got it, I've been like, what in the world? Like, but yeah, hopefully this week I can put it on the use. I actually have one of my other buddies that wants to get out this week too, but he wants me to go to his property, but he still claims there's squirrels there. And I'm not talking about you, Dwayne. I'm talking about my other buddy if you're still in here. But he said his property is loaded with squirrels. I was out there last week and I didn't film a show there, um, or episode there, but I was out there last week and didn't even see a single squirrel. But according to him, there's a buttload of them. So I don't know. Maybe this week they'll be there. I don't know. Here or there, he's just busting my bubble to get me out there to, I don't know, show him my air guns. I don't know. Like, I'm in that stage now where it's like, I'm not going to go where must you actually have proof. Like, Dwayne's been sending me photos of squirrels. So I know he's not joking around about that area where he's out of. But I'm not going or must you actually have photo proof of squirrels there. Then I'll go. But I'm not going to go or waste my time for nothing. All right, Jason, have a great night. Have a great week. Be safe out there. I'll probably end up stopping in your live sometime this week. Yeah, guys, I'm about ready to get out of here too. I'm about ready to go in myself here and chillax and lay down. So, all right, y'all, I'm getting out of here. I gotta get to bed. So, you as well, Indiana Air Guns. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Indiana Air Guns, Jason over there at Pest Hunter Outdoors. Dwayne, have a great night. We'll be in touch. King Break Barrel, Foxit Outdoors. Who else was in here tonight? Sorry, guys, I'm going back through. Dan over there at Herbert T Outdoors. Who am I missing? And some bull crappers. So, all right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy you guys' week. Be safe out there. And we'll catch you guys this week with some videos here. If not, maybe a live again. We'll see what I'm up to. But anyways, you guys take care, and we'll catch you guys this week.